communications department want to showcase all of the ways you keep our residents healthy and happy. And for us to send the right message to families and friends of Morning Point, your role is crucial. Sometimes when we receive a media submission, we get photos we aren't able to use. Now, with the help of Holly here, we'll show you what photos we try not to use and how to make those photos better. Holly is the LED at our Chattanooga campus. Let's follow her as she imitates some photo do's and don'ts. One of the first things to think about when taking a photo is lighting. Don't place a resident or associate in front of a window like this, or in the back of a room where it's tough to see their faces. Instead, turn them to face an open window, or make sure a light is shining on the front of them. A photo could go from this to this just by moving your model. Now, is your model caught off guard or not sure how to react?
Did you get it?
Don't take photos while they're in motion or not happy to be on camera. Instead, have them pause what they're doing, ask them to look at the camera, and smile big. Even as some of us wear face masks, it's easy to see who is enjoying their time and who didn't know the photo was being taken. Now, the third tip to think about is what's in the background of the photo. Don't take photos with objects like wheelchairs, breathing machines, or a mess of papers and crafts around. Instead, move those objects out of the way. Make sure things aren't too cluttered and the background is clear of unwanted objects. Wheelchairs can be inevitable, but there are ways to shoot around them. This can be the perfect time to use portrait mode on your phone if you have it. Tip number 4, don't let your guard down for an activity. We are all still practicing social distancing and some of us are still wearing masks, even when we're pumping iron or visiting each other. Make sure everyone in the photo is following proper COVID-19 protocol. While guidelines change, photos will change as well. Just make sure we're capturing moments of safety. Tip number 5, don't take photos of things that might be irrelevant to the activity or the building. If a resident is playing pool, but there isn't a pool table or pool cue in sight, we don't want to post that. Instead, think about the message we want to convey. What's the post about, and who can benefit from it? What makes sense to take a photo of? For the most part, you should be able to understand what is happening in the photo without a caption necessary. This goes for submissions on events and food, too. If a cook whipped up something yummy in the kitchen, we want to see the food and the associate who enjoyed it. And remember, giving enough information on what is happening in the submission allows our families and residents to better understand the activity and who is in it. In the long run, we'd rather have 3 decent submissions a week than 7 that barely make the cut, and you'll get credit for that every week. Now, not everyone is great with a camera, and we understand circumstances where it's difficult to get the best shot. But just try these 5 tips. They can really make a difference. Now let's show our families and friends what Morning Point means to all of our residents and the fun we're having.